14 must-know tips to survive a long flight in economy, 2025. Let's be real. Sitting in economy for 10+ hours feels like a test of your patience, your posture, and your will to live. But here's the thing. You don't have to suffer just because you didn't pay $5,000 for business class. Because in this video, I'm revealing 14 survival tips that actually make long-haul flights bearable. We're talking sneaky hacks flight attendants quietly love, game-changing seat moves, and the truth about those free meals most people totally overlook. Now, if you've ever found yourself trying to sleep while your seatmate uses your shoulder as a pillow, or staring at a broken entertainment screen while the guy next to you watches Fast and Furious 9 on full volume, then trust me, this video was made for you. And make sure you stick around for tip number 14, because it explains why the aisle seat you think you want might be the exact one you regret. Let's get into it. Number 1. Pick the back row. Yes, really. Most travelers scramble to book seats near the front. Why? Because we've all been trained to think front equals better. But when it comes to long-haul economy survival, the back row might just be your secret weapon. First off, if you're flying with a decent airline, like Singapore, Emirates, or even Qantas Domestic, the very last row usually reclines just as much as every other seat. Except back here, there's no one behind you to groan when you lean back. That alone makes it worth it. It's also usually the last section to fill up, which means there's a better chance you'll score a seat with an empty one next to you. And being near the galley and bathrooms? It's not glamorous, but it's convenient, especially when the people in row 12 have to climb over sleeping strangers just to stretch their legs. So don't dismiss the back row. It's quiet, it's out of the way, and you can recline guilt-free. And speaking of guilt-free, tip 3 is all about what to wear to stay comfy without looking like you just rolled out of bed. But first, number 2. Order a special meal and get served first. Okay, this is one of my favorite long-haul tricks, and almost no one does it. If your ticket includes a meal, look for the option to select a special one when you book. That might be vegetarian, gluten-free, vegan, kosher, halal, you name it. Why do this? Because special meals get delivered first. And on a 12-hour flight, that's a game changer. While everyone else is still waiting, you're already eating. Hot, fresh, and undisturbed. You also finish first, which means you can head to the bathroom before the tray tables trap everyone in. There's also another hidden perk. The special meals are usually prepared separately, which sometimes means better quality and less mystery meat. And here's a bonus tip. If you already booked and forgot to select one, just call the airline at least 48 hours before departure. They can usually add it to your booking. Still not impressed? Then wait until tip 4, because it takes in-flight snacks to the next level in a way that's weirdly comforting and low-key genius. Number 3. Dress smart, but not how Instagram tells you to. Let's just say this gently. Jeans and long-haul flights don't mix. You might look cute at the gate, but 6 hours in, and you'll be squirming like a toddler in church. Instead, dress for battle, because that's what economy class is. A mental and physical endurance event. Go for layers, especially merino wool if you've got it. It breathes when you're hot, insulates when you're cold, and bonus, it doesn't smell. You can wear it for days, which, let's be honest, you might. Add a hoodie or light jacket you can ball up into a pillow, and yes, compression socks. They're not sexy, but neither are swollen ankles the size of grapefruits. Compression socks help with circulation, reduce your risk of clots, and make you feel way less like a bloated sack of air when you land. And here's the part people forget. Carry-on only? Wear your bulkiest items on the plane to save bag space. Just swap into your comfy gear before takeoff if you're shy about track pants at the airport. And while we're keeping things comfy, wait for tip 5, where we turn your phone into a personal in-flight cinema without breaking your neck or your budget. Number 4. Bring a wide-mouth thermos. Not a water bottle. Yes, you heard that right. That trendy collapsible water bottle? Leave it behind. What you actually want is a wide-mouth insulated thermos. Why? Because on long-haul flights, it's not just about staying hydrated, it's about staying sane. A thermos keeps your drinks hot or cold, holds way more than the tiny cups they hand out, and it's a lifesaver if your seatmate falls asleep and traps you from the drinks cart for 6 hours straight. Here's where it gets clever. You can use it to store water, and you can ask the flight attendant for hot water to make tea, soup, or even oatmeal mid-flight. Think about that. You've just leveled up from sad cracker snacks to a cozy warm meal at 30,000 feet. And if your airline won't fill it directly, no drama. Just pour your coffee or tea into it from the cup they give you. No spills, no scalded thighs, and your drink stays warm the entire movie. Speaking of movies, tip 6 has a seatback screen trick most people don't even realize exists. But once you do, you'll never fly the same way again. Number 5. Save your favorite show for the plane and call it the tax rule. Ever heard of the tax rule? Probably not, because I made it up. But it works. Here's the idea. If you save something fun, like your favorite show, a new podcast, or a guilty pleasure snack, just for the flight, your brain starts associating the misery of economy with something oddly enjoyable. You're turning a chore into a treat. I don't watch certain shows at home anymore. I save them just for flights. That way, when I sit down and pop open my thermos, I've got Love is Blind queued up, a peppermint tea bag ready, and some TSA-friendly jerky or gummies within reach. It's weirdly comforting and makes the hours pass so much faster. And if you've ever tried watching something mid-flight while your phone keeps sliding down the tray table, tip 6 will save your sanity and your neck. Number 6. Hack your tray table into a personal cinema. Holding your phone for 10 hours? Not happening. But most people don't realize how many ways you can turn your tray table into a mini movie theater. Here's a few genius options. Stick a pop socket on the back of your phone. It props it up just right. Use your sunglasses as a stand. Hang a clear plastic bag from the tray table latch and drop your phone inside. It's stable, hands-free, and airline approved. Or do the TikTok trick. Wedge the sick bag between your phone and its case and hook it over the tray. Still want to level up? Grab a Flex Flap from Amazon. It folds, bends, and holds your phone or tablet at the perfect angle and takes up basically no space in your bag. And while you're watching your in-flight binge fest, don't forget tip 7. Because if your phone dies mid-season finale and the airline doesn't have power outlets, you'll wish you packed smarter. Number 7. Don't assume your seat has power. You'd think by 2025 every plane would have a charging port at every seat, right? Wrong. Economy power is still a bit of a gamble. Some planes have USB-A ports, some have full outlets, some have absolutely nothing. And even when they do exist, there might only be 2 outlets for every 3 seats, so you're either getting lucky or fighting for the plug. Here's how to stay in control. Bring a USB-A charging cable, not just USB-C or Lightning. Pack a small power bank, just in case your seat is the unlucky one. And if you want bonus points, bring a plug adapter that can handle both USB-C and USB-A. Nothing ruins a flight like your phone dying mid-episode while you're stuck in a middle seat next to a stranger eating tuna salad. And speaking of bad seats, tip 8 is all about how to protect yourself from the dreaded broken screen, tight row, or no recline nightmare before you even board. Number 8. Seat Guru before you seat suffer. Here's a secret tool that most people still don't use, but every frequent flyer swears by: SeatGuru.com. Before you check in, type in your flight number. Seat Guru will show you a detailed seat map of the exact plane you're flying, and it flags all the troublemakers: broken or restricted recline seats, seats with no power, seats too close to the bathroom, screens that are known to be glitchy or totally broken. It even shows you where the lavatories and power outlets are, so you're not surprised mid-flight when the perfect window seat you booked is actually pinned between 2 lav doors and a crying toddler. And if you're wondering whether a window or aisle is really better for a long haul, wait until tip 10, because not all aisles are created equal, and the difference could mean a full night's sleep, or getting elbowed awake every 90 minutes. Number 9. Build a seat bag and guard it with your life. Let's talk about a rookie mistake I see every time I fly. Someone boards, shoves their entire carry-on in the overhead bin, and then spends the next 10 hours awkwardly asking their rowmates to move so they can dig out gum, a phone charger, hand sanitizer, a snack, or, of course, their neck pillow. Here's how to fly smarter. Pack a tiny in-flight seat bag inside your personal item. Before boarding, pull it out and stuff it under the seat in front of you. Done. What goes inside? Think essentials only. Your headphones, phone charger, snacks, lip balm, eye mask, wipes, meds, and anything else you'd want within arm's reach at cruising altitude. This bag keeps you organized and keeps the aisle drama to a minimum. And if you think that's clever, tip 11 shows you how to sleep without getting woken up by flight attendants every time the seatbelt sign dings. Number 10. Don't trust the neck pillow hype. Look, neck pillows are everywhere in the airport gift shops, and yeah, they seem like a good idea. until you're dragging that thing around every terminal for the next 2 weeks. The truth? You probably won't use it after the flight. And many airlines already hand out small pillows and blankets. You just have to ask. Use the blanket to roll up a makeshift neck support or lumbar cushion. Or try this trick. Turn a standard neck pillow backwards so the bulk supports your chin instead of the back of your head. Game changer. And here's a weird one I got from a frequent flyer in the comments section. Bring a deflated beach ball. Inflate it just a little and use it as a footrest. It's light, squishy, and your ankles will thank you. But if you think sleep is tough in economy, wait until tip 14. Because that one explains why the aisle seat you thought you wanted might be your biggest regret. Quick check-in. Are you getting value from these tips? If you are, do me a favor and tap the like button. It tells YouTube this content is worth showing to other smart travelers like you. And if you like how I explain things, hit that subscribe button and join the Airport Tips and Tricks crew. We've got more sneaky travel wisdom coming every week. Now, ready to actually get some sleep on your next flight? Let's keep going. Number 11. Sleep smart. Seatbelt on top of your blanket. You finally managed to fall asleep. You're dreaming of arriving fresh and rested. Then, tap tap, a flight attendant wakes you up. Can I just check your seatbelt, please? Here's how to avoid that fate. Always buckle your seatbelt over your blanket. That way, if the seatbelt sign comes on during turbulence, the crew can see you're safely buckled and leave you in peace. It seems minor, but when you're desperate for sleep, not getting interrupted matters. Especially on overnight flights, when just staying asleep for 90 minutes straight can feel like a luxury. And speaking of luxury, tip 13 is all about how to feel clean and refreshed before landing, even if you didn't sleep at all. Number 12. Create a freshen up kit and use it before landing. Want to feel human again when you step off that plane? This is the tip seasoned travelers swear by. Pack a tiny freshen up kit and use it during that last 30 to 60 minutes of the flight. Here's what's inside mine. Travel toothbrush plus toothpaste. A couple of face body wipes like Degree or Neutrogena. Lip balm, hand cream, and facial moisturizer. And yes, if you're a female, a change of underwear or a panty liner if you're not up for full bathroom gymnastics. Airplane air is dry as a desert. The humidity is lower than the Sahara. You'll dehydrate faster, your skin cracks, your lips dry out, and your mouth feels like sandpaper. A quick wipe down and brush can make a huge difference in how fresh, alert, and even confident you feel when arriving at your destination. Whether you're heading to a hotel, a meeting, or just surviving immigration lines, you'll feel like you did sleep, even if you didn't. And if you're still wondering which seat gives you the best chance of sleeping, breathing, and avoiding drama, wait until tip 14. Because we're about to destroy one of the most common assumptions travelers make when booking their seat. Number 13. Don't trust the free drinks trap. When the flight attendant offers you wine or whiskey for free, it's tempting to say yes. But here's the truth. Alcohol hits harder at altitude, and it dehydrates you twice as fast. That one drink you'd normally handle just fine? On a plane, it can mess with your sleep, dry out your skin, and leave you groggy or headachy when you land. And trust me, you don't want to navigate a new airport in a half-dazed zombie state. If you really want to feel good at your destination, stick to water, peppermint tea, or electrolyte powder you packed in your seat bag. And hey, save the cocktail for the hotel lounge when you've actually survived the flight. But speaking of survival, let's get to the real survival tip, the one most people never think through. Number 14. Not all aisle seats are created equal. You finally scored that coveted aisle seat. You're feeling good, extra leg stretch, easy bathroom access, until your seatmate wakes you up again and again, climbing over you like you're part of the in-flight obstacle course. Here's what no one tells you. The best aisle seat isn't on the outer edge. It's in the middle block of wide-body planes, those big planes with 3 to 4 to 3 seat layouts. Why? Because now your seatmate has 2 ways out, left or right. If they need the bathroom, they might just go the other way, which means you don't get woken up every 90 minutes. It's a subtle strategy, but if you're trying to sleep, it's a game changer. So next time you're picking your seat, don't just go aisle, go strategic aisle. All right, the YouTube algorithm says that next video is right up your alley, so don't leave me hanging. I'll see you over there.